Imagine that you have hundreds of routers and switches in your network, and you're going to check IP address configuration on all routers and switches. How to check IP address configuration on routers and switches with Ansible YAML file. We have a simple YAML file, as you can see here, in interface IP address, and with this YAML file, as you can see here, we have routers and switches, okay, hosts, all routers and switches, as you can see here. And from here, what is important is that instead of log into all routers and switches and check IP address with just simple command show IP interface brief and exclude unassign, if you have this playbook and define this playbook and execute the command, you will see all IP addresses on all routers and switches. So let's see how it works. Okay, just as an example, and let's see on router 1 to switch 1 to 6, gathering information, and so simple. You can see that on router 1 and 2 what type of IP address we have. On switch 1 and switch for instance switch 5, we have couple of VLANs with the IP address and interface too. And if you're going to check for instance multi-layer switches, you can have another YAML file like this, okay, to check SVI interfaces or IP addresses on VLAN that we have on these switches. So just for the hosts, configure switches, and obviously you have a different switches from, in this case, switch 1 to switch 6, and with the command show IP interface brief and include VLAN, and if we execute this YAML file, we will see that what type of IP address we have on interface VLAN. So as you can see here, okay, Ansible playbook, interface SVI VLAN IP address, the file is like this, and just on switches, as you can see here, no router, and just on switches we can see the IP address is configured on VLAN, as you can see here. So from this result, you may think that, okay, I have a switch 1 with IP addresses on different VLANs, as we can see here, and switch 5 and VLAN 17 and 15 with the IP address. So maybe switch 1 and switch 5 is multi-layer switch because we have SVI interfaces and IP configuration. So with that type of network and IP configuration, so as you can see here, we can think that yes, obviously this is access switch and the computers are connected to this switch. Okay, as you can see here, different networks that we have, and with multi-layer switch that we have, if one client, if one PC is going to have connectivity with another network, so from here we have connectivity because we have multi-layer switch and SVI interfaces configured. So imagine that you have hundreds of multi-layer switches in your network, and you're going to check IP addresses on VLAN interfaces that you have. So with Ansible hosts that we have, we can change the configuration and add, for example, multi-layer switch and then switch 1 and switch 5, okay, and save it. And if we change the YAML file like this, okay, instead of switches, type MLS, okay, and save it. And again, let's see what happens if we have the check the configuration like this, Ansible playbook, and as we can see, just multi-layer switches. We know that switch 1 and switch 5 is a multi-layer switch, so we can change the host file or add another category to that host file, as we can see here, and then check IP configurations on all multi-layer switches like this. So simple.